Welcome to Wednesday's Raw Regulation. Hey there, this is Erica, and welcome back to today's Raw Regulation. Today we're going after one of the most frustrating experiences in relationships. The moment when you do everything right and it still blows up in your face. You've read the books, you've been to the therapist, maybe multiple therapists. You watched the YouTube videos, you've practiced in the mirror, and in the heat of the moment, you pull out your best I feel statement. I feel unheard when you dismiss my ideas. Delivered exactly the way the book said to deliver it. And your partner rolls their eyes, or interrupts you mid-sentence, or shuts down completely and then walks out of the room. Or, and this is the worst one, they throw your own I statement back at you like a weapon. Oh, you feel unheard? Well, I feel like you never stopped talking. And now you're even more furious than you were before you tried. Because we're doing the thing. You were being the bigger person. You were using the tools, and it didn't just not work. It made things worse. Now you feel stupid on top of hurt. And there's a voice in the back of your head saying, see, nothing works. We're just broken. You're not broken. And the tools aren't broken either. They just weren't designed for where you're standing when you tried to use them. Here's the truth nobody told you. You were just using a level 10 communication skill with a level 1 brain state. And that's not your fault. Nobody taught you about the basement. In the Biosanctuary Protocol, I use a simple framework that changes the way you understand every argument you've ever had. I want you to imagine your brain as a 2-story house. The upstairs brain, that's your prefrontal cortex. It's where logic lives, empathy, nuance, perspective taking. The ability to hear your partner's words and understand that they're not attacking you. They're expressing a need. The ability to hold two truths at the same time. I'm hurt, and they didn't mean to hurt me. I statements were designed for the upstairs brain. They work beautifully up there. That's where they belong. But the moment your heart rate crosses about 100 beats per minute in a conflict, which, by the way, can happen under 30 seconds if the right trigger gets hit, your prefrontal cortex goes offline. The blood flow shifts away from your logic center and floods your amygdala, your brain's threat detection alarm. Your peripheral vision narrows, your hearing changes. You start hearing tone more than words. Your muscles tense for action. You're not upstairs anymore. You've been shoved down the stairs into the basement. And in the basement, there are no I statements. There are no fair fights. There is no, let me try to see this from your perspective. There is only survival. Your hypervigilant protector comes out swinging. You always do this. Your shutdown partner goes dead silent. Lights on, nobody home. Your Fawn responder starts apologizing for things you didn't even do. You're right, I'm sorry, I'll fix it. Not because you believe it, but because your nervous system has decided that submission is the fastest way to make the danger stop. That's not communication. That's your nervous system in a hijack. And no amount of therapy homework is going to override a hijack in real time. So when someone tells you to just communicate better, and you're standing there with your heart pounding, your chest tight, your vision tunneling, they're basically asking you to solve calculus while someone is shaking the desk. The math exists. Your ability to access it does not. It's not a skill problem. It's a state problem. And until you solve the state, the skill is useless. So here's today's tool. When you're in the basement, when the conversation has gotten too hot, when your logic is gone, when you can feel your own voice getting louder or your body getting number, you need to change the temperature. Literally. I call this the temperature drop. And there are 2 versions depending on where you are and what you have access to. Version 1, and this is the most powerful version. Go to the nearest sink and splash cold water on your face. Specifically target your forehead, around your eyes, and your cheeks. I know it sounds almost too simple, but here's the science. This triggers something called the Mammalian Dive Reflex. It's an ancient biological response. It exists in every mammal that your body activates when it detects cold water on the face. It manually lowers your heart rate. It redirects blood flow back towards your core organs and critically back toward your prefrontal cortex. You are essentially pressing the biological reset button. You're telling your nervous system the emergency is over. Stand down. Let the logic come back online. Version 2, for when you can't get to a sink or when walking away in that moment feels too loaded. Hold something cold against the back of your neck. A cold water bottle from the fridge, a bag of frozen peas, even a cold can of soda if that's all you've got. Press it right at the base of your skull, where your neck meets your head, and hold it for 30 seconds. The vagus nerve runs right through that area, and the cold stimulus activates the parasympathetic response, your body's built-in calm down switch. Now, and this is important, the key to making this work in the context of a real argument is how you frame the exit. You're not running away from the conversation. You're not stonewalling. You're not abandoning your partner in the middle of something that matters. Here's what you say, or even just signal with a hand up if words feel like too much. I need 90 seconds. That's it. Not I need space, which can trigger an anxious attachers abandonment alarm. Not I can't do this right now, which can feel like dismissal. Just I need 90 seconds. It's specific, it's short, it has a built-in return promise. And in those 90 seconds, you splash the water, you hold the cold, you take 2 or 3 physiological sighs, the double inhale, long exhale we practiced yesterday, and you let your biology do what no amount of willpower can. Bring your heart rate back below the 100 beats per minute threshold so you can get back upstairs. Back to the part of your brain that actually knows how to love this person. This is what biological consent looks like in real time. You're not consenting to a conversation until your biology is capable of having one. That's not avoidance. That's the most responsible thing you can do for your relationship in that moment. Here's something I want you to sit with. Most of us were never taught that there's a biological prerequisite for communication. We were taught that the mature thing to do is stay in the room, push through, talk it out. And if you can't handle it, that's a character deficiency. But your nervous system doesn't care about maturity. It cares about survival. And when it perceives a threat, real or remembered, it will override every communication skill you ever learned to keep you alive. That's not failure. That's 50,000 years of evolution doing its job. The failure isn't in your nervous system. The failure is in a culture that taught you to fight your biology instead of work with it. The temperature drop isn't a band-aid. It's a bridge. It's the 90-second bridge between your survival brain and your connected brain. And every time you use it, every time you choose regulation over reaction, you're not just saving one conversation. You're rewiring the neural pathway that decides how quickly you land in the basement next time. You're training your nervous system to recover faster. You're building what I call Neuro-Resilience, the ability to get hit by a trigger and come back to center in minutes instead of days. That's not weakness. That's the most powerful thing a human being can do in a relationship. Try this the next time a conversation gets too hot. You'll know you're in the basement when you hear yourself saying things you don't mean, or when you can't hear what your partner's actually saying because your body is so loud. That's the signal. That's when you ask for your 90 seconds. And remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about being honest with your biology. I love you, and right now my brain can't do this conversation justice. Just give me 90 seconds and I'll come back. That's not a cop-out. That's the most loving thing you can say when the alternative is saying something you'll spend the next 3 days trying to take back. Want to understand why you keep ending up in the basement? Want to know which survival archetype is grabbing the wheel every time things get heated? Take the relationship nervous system quiz. Link is in the show notes. 2 minutes, no fluff, just clarity. And if you're ready to install a new permanent elevator from the basement to sanctuary, if you're tired of having the same fight with different words every month, I've got 5 seats in the Stop the Death Spiral Intensive. That's where we don't just give you the tools, we go in and rewire the wiring. 5 seats, link below. Let's build that elevator together. Breathe well, and I'll see you tomorrow.